Alright, let's get straight into it. So just starting off in the adventure area here, looking at the spinning coaster. Yeah, there's been a few upgrades here. Hey Iron, how you doing? A few things around the adventure area, just kind of continuing the fencing along the side here. Probably showed this off in the last stream, but been working a bit as well on the side of the adventure area. But yeah, not really much is kind of going on around here. I need to kind of start. This is the thing, I need to like work on the queue line for the gig around here before I can really like finish off the adventure area, kind of going around the back. But we might do a bit of work around on this section, start doing like the queues and stuff. Anyway, and the station building and everything. Yeah, we do have ourselves the what do you call it? The switch track, the transfer track, over to the little maintenance bay here, which I might do what it used to be like on Dragon Fury at Chessington, where this is just kind of there and you can see it. And yeah, they just kind of get a lorry down the back here, small car, you need a small lorry on the back there, and then they can basically drive it down this way, and there's a maintenance road. And on purpose, I made it possible so they can basically, that's quite a tight turn, so they can basically drive into the city area, down through here, and there's enough space here to kind of turn it around and drive back. I might be able to do it around there, and basically drive back down through the area, and then they could easily come out here. What else? I started marking out what the RMC is going to look like. So here, that's going to dive underneath the pathway. This is going to be where the entrance is. So we're going to have an airtime hill over there. I need to move this over to be here. There we go. And then the main entrance here, we're going to have like a big outer bank going over the entrance to the area. And then hopefully we'll be able to sneak in the Gears for Fears flat ride somewhere in here as well. City area hasn't really had many updates at all. Please do let me know if there's like if the microphone is too quiet or anything like that, and I'll get it sorted. What else has changed? Finished up the kind of the lakeside part of Deadwood here. Just kind of getting that all done. So now I can kind of focus on going this way. Which the audio is fine. Okay. And I've also been doing a bit of nighttime lighting, which I'll show you in just a second. Anything else? A couple of things going on in Outpost 5, but obviously keeping that a secret. Yeah, quite a bit of work going on in the spooky area recently. Oh, and I've been doing some work on the entrance. So I finally connected up the road. We have a big sign to welcome you into the park. And then I've also done some of the road markings here. So you kind of go in this way, and I just put the what each lane is for. So these two are cars, and this is like buses, hotel, anything else. So yeah, you kind of enter here, greeted by a giant sign. And this sign is big. I can compare it to a few of the park areas, but this is like compared to the park entrance. I should probably sink it down a bit. It's about that high off the ground. It is basically the Western Plaza from one end to the other. It is the longer than the drop of the log flume. It's huge. It's pretty much the entire inversion on the wing coaster. See, it's too big for the scare maze. It's a very big sign, is what I'm saying. Also a few more road markings around here. So you have kind of like the motorway signs, although I think these ones should be green. I'll have to double check that. And then also you have kind of park specific ones for the staff members, which I've just realised I need to take off this one because there's nothing this way for staff. No. So I've got to remove it off this one. Yeah, I think I need to make these green. Let's have a look. Yeah, they need to be green. Let's just see what. Okay, I think I've got it. Oh, autosave. Hang on. Okay, so it should be. Hang on. I've copied the RGB color code. Whoops. How do I actually put that into Planet Coaster? Okay, let's see. Let's see. Okay, now I have a hex code. Yeah, the text is just white. So, I can't get the exact font in there, so I've just gone for the racing font. Let's see. We will of course use like the brown signs. Oh, I forgot there's the ones on the back as well. So let's just sort all this out. Not the most realistic signs in the world, but they'll do. Okay. This one. There we go. All done. So that's that roundabout complete. Alright, so this is also the kind of the outline of the area that the RMC is going to be going in. Not the biggest plot in the world. Hang on, let me try and select it without selecting too much other stuff. Oh no, I've selected like a giant scenery group. That's not good. Right. Also you got that selected. We just deselect the signs. Right. Save it into a group. Any reason why I can't recolor all of them at the same time? That's odd. Usually you can do a full recolor. I haven't got anything. Oh no, whoops. I've left this included. There you go, split from group. There you go, now I can recolor all of them. Let's go for like a reddish brown thing. This is going to be like steampunk. Cool. Right, so that's going to be the steampunk area. And then we've got the Viking area back here, which is a little bit of work. I've got the main path kind of texture in there now. And this is going to be like a bit of a Viking village, so there'll be other paths kind of going off. I'll of course have the wooden coaster and the rapids interacting around there. But what should we do in today's stream? I think I might start by extending the coastline here to at least get up to about there, because I've got to figure out how I want to transition it across just to regular stuff. Still need an area name for the for this area though. Let's have a look. Okay, I need to find a birch tree. There we go. Well, the computer is definitely starting to struggle a bit with the park. When I'm looking at the entire thing, like this, we are down to still at 30, but moving around, it's like it drops it down to 20, which isn't the best. When we get into like a small specific area, Like here, we're up at good 35. So yeah, to complete the park, I may have to turn the graphics down a bit. Yeah. Anyway, let's see. I need to keep. This transition is not going to be very easy. Let's try and use some bamboo kind of mixed in with it. It's kind of thing what it's going to look like from round the back here. But also, what's it going to look like from the queue line here? I think if we do that, and then use maybe the sycamore tree, but sunk down quite a bit, kind of like so, and then finally a birch tree. I'll put the birch there and use another. That's an ash tree. The birch tree can go there. I'll put the ash tree there. So that nicely blocks off most of the view. Obviously from out here you'll be able to see the entire area, and same with the other way. Turn my volume down a bit. But from here, yeah, that definitely works. And we'll obviously have a building here in the rocky landscapes. So that definitely does work. Still need to do a cool entrance, so needs a name. It's got the placeholder name of Temple Drop. Obviously there's not much story being built up through the queue line, but if anybody has any better name suggestions, please do pop them in the chat. Anyway, let's have a look. Probably start getting some nice big rocks in here on the coast. But on the other side I'm going to use the leafy bushes, kind of going down like so. And then I'm just going to take the rebel piles, align to surface, get them on the side there, just like so. Cool. Then I'll start using the normal rocks again. We are going to have some rocks and rubble piles out here, but might wait a bit before I do that. Got to make sure that the entrance is all finished off first. Oh, this is not going to be easy, isn't it? I've got to get a fairly large rock under there. Can't forget about needing to make sure I keep some temple rubble going on. Just make sure it's not sticking through the side, which it isn't. Speaking of the temple rubble, let's get some in here. Like so. Very nice. And then I'll also use a small grasslands rock just in the corner there. Maybe another one that's kind of down here as well. Very nice. So the idea with the area name is that I'm going to put it in the sign kind of in the middle here and have it kind of hanging from some ropes from these two statues. Let's see, I should probably get some nice plants down here. So we'll get some of these in. just like so. Right. Yes, it's the forest bushes that I'm using kind of round here to add some kind of non-adventure themed detailing into the side there. Although I will put a palm tree just here. I've left a little gap in the rocks. Okay, this part I'm going to leave for now. I'm going to sink some bamboo down there. And the other thing I need to do is grab some of the scaffolding, so I like to put this around. Let's see. Cool. Very nice. This is kind of the idea that I'm going for around here. Not too much theming, just little bits of the kind of temple rubble in amidst the rocks. Let's try and bring this all the way around here now. It's going to be an interesting challenge to get this all done. Just try to get a couple more small bits on the side, I think. Oh, whoops. And then we'll just put another one in there. And now we'll just use the rocks to put in the rest of it. Let's see. Get a nice big rock in there. I like to use these large ones kind of down at the water's surface. Just like so. Use some of these to add a bit more. Kind of around here. Right, just want to make sure we have kind of the actual water surface being all rock work here. Just kind of do that. Then I'm just going to put in some of the forest bushes. So everybody loves a theme park full of bushes. Very nice. And then finally it's just going to be bringing the trees around. I do think it would have been better if we'd had the water line like maybe around here on the lake, but yeah, due to the kids area and how that's kind of sunk down a bit, that's not really possible. It means you can do some cool little coastline things like this, and similar to what I've done around here with the spooky area with like the cliffs and stuff. It's been quite fun. Anyway, let's have a look. Yeah, that's starting to look quite nice. Let's get a few more of these kind of around the area, and I will get some of the vines growing on them. Don't worry about that. I have not forgotten about that. I'm kind of avoiding putting theming around the outside just because you can kind of see it from other areas, and I want it to kind of be more of like a, oh yeah, that's the little adventure section. I've got the small bamboo anywhere. Oh, this is the small bamboo one. Where's it? Oh yeah, I forgot actually how the medium one's not quite small. Some trees around here. Bit like that. Very nice. Now I'm just going to grab the vine curtain. Put one on the side here, I think. Let's get another one up on here. Maybe we can also put it on the other side as well, like so. Just like that. Maybe we'll put just one more without any vines, just on the side here. It's a bit fun. Cool. I think I'm also going to put one of the forest bushes there just to help with the transition there into the regular foliage. Hey, I'm undefined. Let's see, let's start getting some other kind of just foliage in around here. Hey Flotsam. I've seen this part. I don't know how you're doing. Doing pretty well. I only have about another hour till I've got to finish this stream, so we'll see how much I can get done. And yeah, in terms of the park, I don't think it was done before Planet Coaster 2, but I'm probably going to be one of the only people who will still play this game once Planet Coaster 2 actually comes out, because I'm not abandoning this thing. Even if I'm like on the Steam database page, there's one person playing Planet Coaster 1, that'll probably be me. So just get a few more of these kind of around the side here. Cool. A bit more foliage heavy than the other side, but wow, okay, that looks so much better now. Now that all the foliage is in, you can really start to get an idea of how this is going to look. Yeah, to be honest, if I was still working on the first two areas and maybe only had the ideas of the other ones, I probably would kind of just say no to finishing it. It's just the fact that it's now at what? It's like, I can't include that building. That's just 3,000 random pieces. But overall, it's like, if you give the game a second. Yeah, 75,000 pieces, so in my guess that's about half of the entire park. And it's like, I've been having so much fun putting it together, and if you actually look at my workshop, yeah, I mean, I've got 1, 2, 3.95 completed areas. This one literally has like 2 buildings left. This one, maybe a third done. I mean, the dark ride will take a while, but this one's maybe halfway done or so, and this one's, again, if you look at just the exterior, it's also about halfway done. So you can see that's what 1, 2, 3. It's definitely coming along. Main Street's been getting some work recently. I've just realised it's been lagging because I've had it in double speed for some reason. Whoops. There we go, that's getting better now. How does my PC handle that? When I was building it, I made sure to get a processor with good single core performance because that's what you need for this game. But also, it doesn't. It's on a brand new map. It will be above park will be over 60. It's still only at 25. Sometimes 30 if I'm looking away from everything else. I'm also not on the ultra graphics, and if I absolutely need to, I can take it down to lowest if I need to. Yeah, I'm currently on the high graphics. Oh, it's actually improved the FPS a bit. I wonder if I had it on a different setting. But yeah, if I need to, I can go down to lowest, which looks... I mean, look how bad this looks, but it runs... It gives me an extra like 5, 6, 7 FPS, but it doesn't look very good, does it? I mean, there's just no shadows anywhere. So yeah, it looks very odd. Oh my word, it looks way too bright. Wow. Yeah, that doesn't look very real. If we put low to it, okay, low is probably as far as I'll go on this then, because low means I still get some shadows. It's not as detailed, but I still get the shadows in there, which is quite important. Yeah, Voyager's Adventure was is quite a sizable park. That's over 100,000 pieces. This is probably going to hit 150,000 by the time it's finished. But I mean, there's like a hotel, there's going to be the car park, there's going to be all of that. I do have to figure out where I'm going to put the water park that we built in Planet Coaster 2. I do want to have a water park, I'm just not quite sure how it would fit into the whole park. I mean, we could have, it's quite far away from the hotel if I put it over there. I will have to have a think about that one. Because yeah, the idea is that I want to have in Planet Coaster 2 do a mini series building a water park. Maybe we can put like a fake building in. I'm not sure. I'll have to figure it out. Maybe it's like the like a 5-minute drive down the road or something. A bit like how Lost Island is kind of like that. But yeah, Main Street's starting to come along. Obviously, we had the gift shop, which was the big focus of, well, quite a big focus of the last actual episode. Still no interior yet, but that's a work in progress. Anyway, back to what we were doing. So, that's that done. That's definitely starting to tie the whole area together. Maybe I can work on the seating area and try and get this part of the lake done. Depends if... No, they can't. What I meant was that I'd kind of put like a... I was thinking of a spot where I could put like a fake building. But I don't think... What will be else? Hey creative, yeah, it has been a while. Doing pretty well. Been can't remember the last time we joined one of the streams, but I'd imagine the park's looking very different. Right, so now that that's done, yeah, why not? Let's do the seating area. So I do actually have something similar around here, and I do want to do a similar style. So I am just gonna copy over the kind of like the shell here, but obviously I'm going to have to modify it to fit this. Yeah, I've no idea when the last time you would join one of these streams, but I could probably find a screenshot of what the park looked like back then. Where's the seating area I'm looking at? How does this work? Does it cover up the... No, so it goes underneath. It's actually under there. Okay. Those beams kind of just on the side, and then this stuff, my guess, yeah, it's kind of covering up the whatever Planko's doing with the path there. Right, let's have a look. So that's about... Okay, let's keep this. Hang on, let me see if I can find a screenshot. See if I can find you something exclusive. This, okay, I've got a picture of the 22nd of March 2023. As you can see, we had the western area. Main plaza was a lot less developed. This has changed over here. The restaurant's flipped over and the path actually goes closer to the path goes closer into this area. The log flume's completely changed. You can see the start of the pirate area, but that's changed quite a bit as well. Obviously we don't have a car park or any of the car parks. All this terrain here has changed quite a lot. Imagine they add path covers too. I do have some path covers in some of the parks. Let's see if I can find another overview. I'll tell you what I do have. The first iteration of the invert. So the changes here is that I've done the custom 0G roll here, and the corkscrew it's like a giant helix now, and the corkscrew goes the other way here. But yeah, it used to have red rails, now it's completely black and white. Let's see, is there any other fun stuff I can have a look of? Yes, I have pre-oiled Planet Coaster too. Any other park overviews? It was 5th of April. This is when I was trying to get Reshade to work and it didn't work at all. But yeah, you can see the western area there is very bare compared to what I've done with it now. Yeah, paths are different. Buccaneers Bay didn't have much of the detailing on it. You can see there the original invert layout there, how it's changed a lot now. It kind of goes all the way out there as well, which is quite cool. Let's see if there's anything else interesting I can find. There's a picture of loads of people out the front. See, now you can start to see the ideas of the kids area coming together. It's got all the rides in, and you can see the coaster in the background. That coaster has changed quite a lot. And the other rides, you can also see the start of the wing coaster back there. That's quite cool. But yeah, and then now it's almost October 2024, and this is where we're at. Obviously the invert area is covered up for spoilers. That thing is not getting shared for now. I think it should be about... I've got to sort out the rotation. Right. It's going to be very difficult, very, very precise. Now, hopefully, if I put it forward... There we go, nailed it. But yeah, that looks about right. So, time to do some modifications. Number one is to take all the fences and delete those. Or actually, if I move them along to the end here, the middle ones can stay because of where they are, but these ones are going to have to go. So if I move those across to there, and duplicate, copy over this way, and just take out the last one. There we go. I'll have to put some sort of railing on there. Can I use the paths to do a little railing? Maybe. Railing on elevated. Does do the little railings. The question is, does that work? I can then use like the wooden posts to integrate it here. So let's try that. Okay, I'm going to have to move said wooden posts. And maybe lower them a bit as well. Shall I lower them both at the same time? Thanks for at least chatting a bit, Flotsam, and yeah, thanks for joining the stream at least. Let's see. Got to bring the actual main fence around as well. Ah, why is it going to do that? Symmetry should be around there, so then I select these 4. Bit of rotation on there, and just kind of move it to that. We are fine. Amazing. Oh no. It's not lined up properly. That's really annoying. I need to move the whole thing to the right a bit. Like so, and then these sections need moving out slightly to about there. So let me just delete this for a sec. Okay. Oh, another autosave. Audio all looking good. Looks like my cable may have become disconnected, but hopefully it's all managed to sort itself out. That needs to be about there. And that one I need to move back to here or so. Yep, there we go. And these 4, I'm just going to move across slightly to there. Okay, cool. That works. I'll keep the supports in the middle. These I might have to adjust to be back where they were. Like so. Gonna have to move that slightly to there. Okay, then just got to copy this across. Why is it doing this again? There we go. How well did I put it this one? Cover the entire beam, just okay. And then of course this piece I just move back to like there. Fantastic. And then I've just got to move these bits to about there. Amazing. And then this one I'm just going to move across to be like that. Same with the one over here. Cool. That works. Alright, we have at least the main portion of the seating area done. What I actually should do as well is terrain paint everything. Just get the entire side here all done like that, as well as the top part as well, up to about there. Lovely, there we go. Okay. So what's next? Gotta make sure we have the I've put one up here, have I? Oh no, I've forgotten to put one in. I need to grab a where are they? One of these with the life ring. Let's see, where should these go on this thing? Actually, I think for the purposes of this, it should be just the scenery piece. We can align to surface. We can whack it on the side here. Can I move this bin? I can move the bin. Okay, I'll whack a couple of them in as well. I'll put another one over here. I'm gonna have to do the same over to here just because where it is. Okay, then the next stage is there's a few pieces that weren't included, which are mainly the lights. So that's the next part I need to copy over. There you go. I think those two tall. Yeah, they're sunk down a lot further. Okay, they're literally almost at the bottom. So, let's see, can I select these easily? No, of course not. Yeah, there we go, got all of them this time. So they should be about there. Very nice. So, just check on the lighting. Probably need to put some in these ones. There. And here. Another one in here. And another one in here. Cool, very nice. Let's get some tables, and so I'm just going to use the modern tables. Just kind of placed around everywhere. I do want to leave a bit of a wider pathways that kind of goes through it quite easily. There we go, very nice. How many did I manage to get on this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Managed to get 10 on there. This here's got an extra 5 bits of scenery path. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Managed to get 17 tables on this one. And finally is the parasols above everything. The picnic umbrellas. Okay, so whack 'em. I don't like to put these on all of my tables, but I'll put them on a bunch of them. Let's see, I'll whack one over here. And maybe on this one as well. I'll whack on this one as well. Here, put one on this one. And finally I'll whack one on here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that's 9. Yep, that's fine. So we have ourselves a nice little seating area. Cool. So that's that all done. So just get the kind of the trees and then the rocks on the back here. Although I might actually just stick to. I could probably do some decent rock work here. Let's have a look. I'll put another one of these round there also. These are the best pieces for this kind of thing because they are decently flat in all parts of the rock. So yeah, very useful for doing this kind of rock work. Just make sure there's no clipping, which there isn't. Fantastic. And actually what I want to do is I want to do a nicer looking ends to this, so I'm just going to use the wooden pillars. Just these ones. We'll just whack them on the ends there. Just like so. Also, for some reason this has got the line there. This one doesn't. I have no idea why. I wonder if I can create my own custom one. Hang on. So if we put this on the side, obviously that's far thicker than... Or we could use hydro beams. It's too big. Too big. That'll work. Just got to see what the line looks like. Where does it kind of... Okay, so it goes into the pillar on both sides. Obviously colour it black. Just probably make sure I get the closest thickness to it. I think it should be a 10 by 10 beam. That's definitely closer to what I need. Put it as low as I can get, just about that. I got a longer 10 by 10? I do. There we go. Fake thing accomplished. I also just want to move this one forward slightly just to cover up that at the end. Alright, this is going quite well. Let's see, I do want to cover this up because that doesn't look very nice. Oh, actually I've got an easy way. There we go. Okay, let's get some foliage on the side here. I reckon I'll use the foliage as a fence because there's already the fence up there, so I can just put some nice foliage. What I'm going to do, actually, so I'm going to take these, colour them green, and use them to fill in the gap here, basically. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a nice little flower bed around the front there. Okay, start like that, and then we'll take these, and let's do the, what colour flower should we put around the front here? Oh, these will fit actually. Maybe not, it's quite big. Maybe we could use the tulips. Kind of leaning on going with these, but having some green ones, but then doing the pastel colours that the gift shop's made out of. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. I just got to actually get the two colours saved. So there's that one. Can I select the these ones and then that one? So we'll do this and that. Amazing. Now we will use these out the front here. Put them just above the ground there. more flowers by just doubling it all up. Like so. Ah, very nice. That's quite cool. I might lower it a bit. Or at least push it back slightly. So make sure I deselect all the rocks underneath and the scenery group. So hopefully it should be just the flowers. Yep. I can also lower them slightly and put them about there. Cool, and then the final thing I want to take the green leafy bush, sink it down, and just put some of this around here. Just like so. Very cool. And obviously around here we got ourselves our rocks. But I might put a few of the larger green bushes in. Just in case anyone decides to have a look under here. There's just doesn't take many pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 7 bits there. It just makes it look a lot better. Finally, I just want to cover up these little gaps in the rock work using this rock. There's not many gaps here, I just want to make sure they're all covered. There we go. And no clipping issues, fantastic. We are going to have to put some sort of fence here that connects to the don't die fencing here, so I'll kind of go along from there. Can I use the doesn't really work, does it? It's the wrong 2 sections. Need that a little bit as well. Same around there, really. Yeah, this fence will just connect up to here, which will have probably a bit of fence at the back there, I reckon. Anyway, I'll do this little section. So I want to keep the rocks kind of going around this way. A bit like so. But then make sure I get myself some nice spots for foliage. Just like that. Cool, and then obviously on the edges here I'll put some foliage as well. And finally I'll put a nice little tree in just there. Cool, I'm going to have to put the fence in, but because of the amount of foliage we've got, I think I can probably do a slightly lower fence in general. Let's see if there's a nice fence that might work in here. Yeah, this will be fine. Essentially do that. It does clip through slightly. Just kind of bring it along to there. That looks fine. In fact, I might do the same thing around here. Connect it. Just kind of put it half in the thing. Like so. And then I just need to have it connect to our don't die fencing right here. Which it does. Fantastic. Right, so that's that side of it done. We'll now do this side. Again, starting with the bushes and the rocks. Should probably do the rocks first, actually. nice, and then I'll get a nice birch tree in there. In fact, or the ash tree, sorry. Keep mixing them up. Do that, and then we'll put the actual birch trees in, just like so. Very cool. And then maybe one last green leafy bush there. Before the final thing I've got to do just here is the smaller green leafy bushes. There we go. So that's that little section all done. And yeah, the steampunk area will actually only go up to about here, so I will be able to put some nice trees and foliage going on the other side, but I think I need to actually have the coaster in here first before I can do any of that. See, what's the time? 20 past 1. It's got about another half an hour or so, unless I decide to finish a bit early. I don't know what I've been going for. Oh, an hour. What I should actually say is that that means that we've got more of the coastline done now. So it starts here, all the way around here, through there. Now I should say this is technically the same lake, but I would consider them different ones. And it goes around here, through there. So obviously with this one here, the water from the lake isn't actually being sprayed onto the riders. I would say that these ones here are like a different kind of like piped water source. This one here, on the other hand, with the large splashes, which is where there's a water treatment plant for this small lake. So you've got the coastline comes all the way around here, all the way along there, along this way now, and round into the adventure shoreline. And yeah, finishes there for now, but once I start... Actually, if I look at the dive coaster, there's this little section around here where the maintenance area is. Maintenance bay literally needs some theming on this side, some very basic theming on that side, and then these sides need a bit of theming. Hopefully I'll just do a bit of a natural barrier here so you can't really see the maintenance area. But yeah, and then there's just like the kind of the entrance area here in the two buildings, but once that's all done, that'll be kind of the right hand side of the adventure area done. I can start working on the left hand side, which has 3 rides. Anyway, let's yes, that kind of shoreline's coming along very nicely, which is very cool to see. And if you look down there, you've got the rocks and everything. This is the kind of reason I put the rocks and the foliage and underneath there. Just kind of completes the look a bit better. Then yeah, around here we'll definitely have some kind of Viking-esque rocks, or I might actually just keep the trees kind of going around so you, with the wooden coaster, because that's going to have like a cool turnaround section here maybe, or 2, but we'll see. Right, I might actually call it there for the stream because I'm not quite sure what else to do. Mostly works on this little section here, which I'm quite happy with. Maybe the next stream, which is probably going to be next Wednesday before Frontier Unlocked, I might try and work on the interior of our gift shop, because right now this isn't a very good interior, so it needs quite a bit of work doing to it. But yeah, I will take out this box now just so you can get a nice overview of the park. Starting to come together a bit. Having that done now actually is really starting to connect the two halves really, because before that there was like a clear gap here between each side, but now there's like the start of like the connection between the areas, which is very great to see. Because yeah, it's really, I've started the 2 areas on this side, but I've got these other 2 that were connected to the rest of the park. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 areas. I'd say overall, as you can say, maybe just, I'd say actually we're over halfway done now, because there's 2 that haven't started. That one's a third, that one's a half, that one's about a third, and that one's almost done. And this one's about halfway done as well. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a bit in terms of progress. And then of course there's all of this area that's mostly going to be trees and the road markings and all the trees around here and stuff. Yeah, I think definitely something I want to do next is try and just kind of get the boundary of the area of the spooky area around here and get this area all kind of themed up. Maybe not the actual dark ride itself, but at least build the facade and put the warehouse around it. Put the trees in, because then I can actually extend the forest kind of out to here, and I can build all of this forest section. That will definitely increase how well it's going. I could also probably do this section, but I want to wait until I've done the facades and see how this building's going to look. Anyway, it's starting to get there. Plan is the next stream we'll do the gift shop, then the stream after I think we'll head back to the spooky area and start working on the other side, because yeah, this side has got some nice theming, this side basically has nothing at the moment. Anyway, that is going to be it for today's stream. I just want to say thank you very much for watching. See you in the next one. Goodbye.